Now that there appears to be some active, noticeable activity around the African Democratic Congress, ADC, a lot of the big guns there are finally committing to the party. And now we know that it has leadership and is getting ready to present an alternative to the ruling party. I think those who had worried about the state of our democratic process should relax a little bit. Between the ADC, what will be left of the PDP when the ruling party finishes with it, and other parties that might want to enter into some kind of alliance, we should be able to cobble together an opposition that will challenge the ADC. I'm not saying this because I am particularly eager about having an opposition made up of a PDP and ADC, but because it is vital for the health and survival of our democracy that somebody somewhere, an important and strong political party or parties, challenge the APC. As things are, the ruling party thinks it's virtually won the 2027 elections. It has cannibalized other parties, gobbled up huge numbers of people who hold political offices, and is behaving as if it is virtually going to just roll over into the next election. Now, if this kind of mindset persists in the APC, you will begin to see it manifested already in governance. And we still have more than a year and a half to go. This party, the ruling party, has the presidency. It has 3/4 of the National Assembly. It has, I think, 25 or 26 governors. And when you talk about governors, generally you also talk about their state assemblies. And a huge war chest. And it's not running this country the way it should. Perhaps part of the reason why APC is failing to meet standards, particularly in these periods of emergency, when we should see a leadership and a party alive and kicking and addressing emergencies, addressing issues that need the leadership to think outside the box. It is quite possible that the ADC doesn't think that it has an opposition worth worrying about. And that is worrying in itself. Because we cannot have a democracy where one party is in government and behaving as if it has also won the next election. It owes us nothing. It does not have to promise anything. And it will take the people for granted. So it's a good thing that we are beginning to see the outlines of a strong opposition. And this opposition will only be as strong as it makes itself. We have to see an opposition that presents genuine alternative to the ADC in what they do, who is their faces, whether it is just simply a vessel of ambitions of strong or visible politicians, or it is genuinely an alternative to the ADC. Whether it is going to be a political party that Nigerians will look at the APC and say, we will take a risk with a new party. It has got to say what it stands for. It has got to give itself an identity that Nigerians can relate to. It has got to go out beyond Abuja and canvass for the trust and the confidence of Nigerians, so that Nigerians can say, yeah, in 2027, we have an option, we have an alternative. We have a history where a ruling party lost an election. It is not going to be a disaster if an opposition party in this country works hard enough, thinks well enough, organizes well enough, and respects the public well enough to make sure to see if it can actually win the next election. If the APC wants to win the next election, it's got to change its style, its levels of complacency, and this idea that it has completely taken up the entire political space, and therefore Nigeria should expect it to come back. It could make a mistake, but the worst mistake that will be made by an opposition which simply takes it for granted that because the Tinubu administration is not doing as well as it is doing, Nigerians are going to vote for it. Nigerians are looking for credible, strong alternative to the life that we live now.